Okay, law of cosines. If you'll recall law of sines, we were dealing with triangles where we were given angle, included side, angle, like this. Side, angle, angle, side, angle, angle. Consecutive pieces here. Side, side angle, side, side angle. Well, those are the types of triangles we use law of sines. Now, for law of cosines, we're looking at two sides with an included angle and three sides given like this. Law of cosines. Rather than rewriting them down here, let me just show you what they are from your textbook. We're on page 543. And here's your three law of cosines. Okay? Make sure you write them down. Alright, so let's look at a couple examples here. First example, let's look at an example where we have side angle side. Okay, so what we want to do here is we want to solve this triangle, which means we want to find all three sides and all three angles. So notice we are given side, angle, side. So what's important to keep in mind here is since this is gamma, then this is going to be C. And this is our A value, so this is going to be alpha. This is B, so this is going to be beta. So let's start off by finding C. Well, using law of cosines, if we look at our three options here, we are given A and B and gamma. So it's pretty obvious to solve for C, we're going to use the first one. Okay, so using the first one, we're going to have C squared equals A squared plus B squared minus 2AB times the cosine of gamma. Plugging our numbers in, C squared equals 2 squared plus 3 squared minus 2 times 2 times 3 times the cosine of 60. So this is just a calculator operation. If you put this all in your calculator, and please do that, you're going to end up with C squared equals, let me plug it into my calculator here quickly. C squared equals 7. Take the square root of both sides, don't forget that. And so C is going to be the square root of 7. Okay? Now, we still have to find alpha and beta. Well, again, using the law of cosines, if we're going to find alpha, let's do alpha first. We're obviously going to use which law of cosines? The third one, because that's the one with the alpha in it. Okay, so we're going to use number 3. So we get A squared equals B squared plus C squared minus 2 times B times C times the cosine of alpha. And that's what we're trying to solve for. So plugging our numbers in. Okay, so doing the math, plugging the numbers in, doing the math. Hopefully you don't have any problems with this part. We're going to end up with 0.7559 equals cosine of alpha. So remember, to solve for alpha here, we need to take the inverse cosine on both sides. So on our calculator, this is the actual number with all the decimals. This time I'm just going to go ahead and store it. press store. Okay, answer. That answer goes in, and I'm going to put in for x. So that number is now stored in x. So if I press x and enter, it gives me that number. So I'm going to do the second cosine of x. And so that angle comes out to 40.9 degrees. So alpha equals 40.9 degrees. So pretty simple finding beta now. 180 minus 60 minus 40.9, and so beta is going to be 79.1. Okay, let's take a look at the other example now. If we have a triangle with side, 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 again, I forgot to press the pause button, or it didn't hold, so sorry about that long wait there. So we're given 3 consecutive sides, so I was trying to draw my triangle. Not very good, so not drawn to scale, obviously. So if A is 4, that gives me alpha here. If B is 3, that gives me beta here. And if C is 6, that gives me gamma here. Well, basically, since we're solving for an angle here, we're going to use the law that we're looking for. So if I'm looking for gamma, we'd use which one? That's right, the first one. And the beta, second one, alpha, third one. So we just plug in the numbers for C, A, B, plug them in, and solve for gamma. We follow this the same way we did when we were solving for alpha in the previous problem. So, okay, so let's just really quickly, I'll show you one. So let's say we want to do beta. So beta would be the second formula, and it goes like this, b squared. Interesting that the angle beta and the first letter is b. Interesting correlation. Notice angles beta, b, gamma was c, alpha was a on the front. Just interesting, I just noticed that. So we got 3 squared equals 4 squared plus 6 squared minus 2 times 4 times 6 times the cosine of beta. Okay? Now, when I check your notes, I am going to see if you got the correct answer for beta, alpha, and gamma. Remember, when doing angles, 1 decimal. Okay, the assignments that goes along with this. There's your assignment. I'll see you tomorrow.